Hello, YouTube model community. Mike here, Mike's Miniature Motors. Just wanted to do a bench update, guys. Kind of fill y'all in on where things are with the projects on the bench. I'm going to start with the buddy build with Justin J. Hart Model Works. If y'all don't know, if y'all don't follow Justin, he's shown I think 3 or 4 updates. I know there's one that I have yet to watch, but his is almost done, guys. Mine's barely started, but I know that I've explained to y'all my work scenario and just not having the time that I used to have. But when I start a build, or when I start a build, I usually start with the body, and this kit's no exception. Justin's gone over all the issues, the different parts. The nose is separate, and so you got to glue that on and fill a seam. And then the back end is right here. It's a separate piece, so that's all done, filled in, and of course sanded, primed. And then this is, Ferrari red. Y'all know me, I love red. And I'm trying to build a, if you want to say a replica or a tribute or whatever, to the Eddie Smith car, which was a 1-to-1 car. The guy owned it for decades, used it as a almost daily driver for a while, and he just really loved the car. And of course, I love red. And I've shown the yellow one that I built way back in the late 90s. But yeah, no, I just kind of bummed. It's not a big deal, but I just broke the hinge this morning. So I don't know. Anyway, I know my lighting's not the best right here. But anyway, so the body's done. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to pick the camera up, get you on shaky cam. I've got the engine block done in the valve covers. These need to be painted black, the very edges. Of course, this is the rear end. This is the oil filters. Am I in the camera? And these will they mount on the back of the heads, and the distributors go on there. If you watch Justin's channel, you can see it. He's already run the wires. Justin sent me some 3D files. These little things, I printed 6 of them. I got a printer. Anyway, am I even in the camera? I can't tell. But let me pick one up with tweezers. The ignition wires will run through this guy. Like I said, if you go to Justin's channel, you'll see it. And then I've also printed out some of the washer bags. Lost one to the abyss. Y'all all know how that goes. So thank you, Justin, for sending those files. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have done it. I thought about just building it box stock, but we got the wire wheels for this kit, and it just wouldn't be justice just to do the wire wheels and not wire it up, and et cetera, et cetera. Got the seats out. They're 2 pieces. So I've got the backs glued on and those cleaned up. Justin also sent me files for new door cards and for door handles and the paddles to open it up. What was I looking for? Because, and he's shown on, like I said, he's shown on his video, they're molded into the door. I don't know how well this is showing up. So to make them separate pieces, Justin modeled up some new door cards, and he printed them out. I got a new printer for Christmas, and what else have I done with the printer? I've never had successfully done before. This engine's from Miguel Hobby Works. I think that's what it was. It's been a while. I bought it like 3 years ago, guys, and never had a fully successful print where everything stayed on there. So I was excited about that. And the headers, this is something else I got from Miguel, and I'd never had these successfully print before, but the machine I've got now did it. And I've actually done 2 of these because I'd had lots of half prints on the engines, and so I've got engine blocks and heads and things like that, and but no exhaust. Anyway, kind of rambling on, losing my focus. The chassis was a nightmare. I don't know if you can see all these white dots. I actually used the Tamiya, what is this, filler primer? Surface primer. But mine's older, so it's a little thicker, and I'll put a little dab on there. And those are all put where all the push pins are. The only ones I haven't done are inside the front fenders. And I just need to sand those, wash it, and it'll be ready for the black. And I did the underside of the interior because you will see part of it. And I don't know how far I'm going to go detailing wise. You know, I get discouraged, guys, because I don't have much building time. And I know what I would like to do with the car, but it's like, well, that's even more time. That's even more time. That's even more time. But again, since we got these, this will be a wire wheel. I don't know if Justin's shown one on his channel or not. I don't even know. I haven't watched the newest update, but these are going to be real wire wheels, and it would just be a shame, like I said, to just not add any wires or any plumbing or anything. You know, when you go out and you spend all the money on the wheels, and the wheels are going to make this kit look just exceptional. Model Car Chi, if y'all follow him, he built one. He did did it in a metallic red, and that's kind of where we saw the wheels. We're like, oh man, that's so cool. We got to get them. Anyway, kind of babbling on. I don't want to spend too much time. This breaks my heart, guys. I'm not sure what to do. I'm really kind of at a loss and scratching my head, and part of it makes me sad, part of it makes me mad. But the last time I showed y'all the MG, you know, I used the Createx fluorescent green on the top. I hate this paint, but I was going to go buy some more. I was going to spray it down. I was going to put a coat of Tamiya clear on it, and then go back and do the gray again. Just because this paint, guys, I know some of y'all use it, but I sprayed it. It went down okay. But boy, the first time you try to go rub on it with 4,000, even a 6,000, it almost like would rub off. It was so frustrating. And I thought, man, you know what? It's going to be very easy to strip, is what I thought was in my brain. But guys, I put this in IPA. And, after a day, I took it out of the IPA, went to scrub it. The Tamiya gray, came right off. There was absolutely no issues whatsoever with getting the Tamiya gray off. But the green was another story. I scrub. And some of it would come off, and it wouldn't come off. And I'm like, man, this stuff, boy, you barely touch it. And it wouldn't come off. And in hindsight, I wish I would have sanded it. But, that's a whole nother process. So I put it in there for 2 more days. I thought, okay, I'm going to come back. I'll give it 2 days to soak. And I went to scrub on it. As I'm scrubbing on it, and the green's coming off, because I did primer the green and then the gray. And the green was over the hole on top of the car. But it's like the IPA altered the resin. I don't know if you can see here. It's like it blistered here. The reason I have these bottles in here was because the whole back end kind of squished in, and I wanted to try to keep the shape of the car. I said, you know what, I'm going to let it sit out, and maybe it'll cure out. Not that those would go away, but and I've got one up here. And am I in the camera? I don't know if you can see. I got a hole in here. Did I show that blister there? And I don't know what it didn't look now. See, I got a crack across here. So I don't know. And oh man, another more I look at it here. Am I in the camera? Oh man, this is kind of worse than I thought. So anyway, I knew back here was really messed up, but now that I'm looking at it more, it's, oh man, look at that arch. I don't know if I should try to get another bottle. Anyway, Sean, if you watch this, I'm not sure now that I even look at it. Wow, that even looks... Anyway, that IPA, I don't know what it did to the resin. I've never had this happen before. It kind of makes me mad. I really loved this car. It's one of the reasons I kept it for so long, because I sold a lot of these cars off because I just knew I'd never build them. But I always liked the design of this one. All the other parts, no problem because they were white metal or like photo etch metal. Yeah, this really. Anyway, makes me guys, but that's where that's at, and I'm kind of look how bad that is back here. Kind of up in the air on what I'm going to do with it. If I'm. So sorry, Sean. I didn't think IPA would harm it. Anyway, that's where that's at. All right, and last, this is that Midnight Purple that I've shown y'all the bottle for. Where is it? It's almost empty, but that I got from obviously Scale Finishes, so you can see on the label. I know it looks goofy right now, guys, but all I've done is I've gone over when I'm trying to do a polish out a paint job. I'll start with the 3200, then do the 4, the 6, the 8, sometimes the 12. But just because you want to get it perfectly smooth, and you always got to start with the roughest grit and then work your way to the finest grit. But there's Keith's GTR body, and then, like I said, it's just it looks hazy because all that is the 3200. Y'all have polished out paint jobs. You know how that first sanding grit is. So anyway, guys, I know I kind of babbled on for a while, but just I know it's been a while, but just kind of wanted to show you, even though my progress is slow. Just wanted to kind of show y'all where I was at. Like I said, sometimes I get depressed because I don't have the bench time I used to have, but that's life. Anyway, guys, that's about it. I'm gonna let y'all go. I will see y'all prospectively Thursday for this week's throwback. We're gonna get back to my builds. So if you've hung with me that long, appreciate you. Everybody have a good one, and God bless. Mike out.